Okay, we're going to teach you a little bit about connection. Connection to me is the most important piece of all of dancing. You actually see a lot of people that they'll dance for years, but they never in their life have learned how to connect with somebody else. So the reason that I think they haven't learned is that it's very tedious. It takes a lot of practice. So you're going to face me, and this is the hold that I want everybody to have. You have the girl's hand is cupped like so. Her wrist is at a 90-degree angle about. Then it comes up over, kind of like she's holding onto a bar. So if my arm's there as a bar, she's kind of gripping that bar. But instead of a bar, I have 2 cups, and I come up and I offer you some drinks. Cool? And you put your hands down inside the drinks. Okay? And now we want to make sure that we don't have the hands all the way at the chest. The main idea is you want to have them at your center of gravity. So wherever the girl's center of gravity is, that's where we want to have that. So we take it all the way down to her navel, a little bit below her navel. And it's going to help if she already knows a little bit of technique, so she's going to lean forward on the balls of her feet a little bit. It's going to feel a little bit more comfortable there. So to start out, let's just play around with this. Go ahead and pull your hands back to you and kind of loosen your fingers up. Loosen, 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 and then come back into me. Okay? And we just want to feel each other's energy, kind of leaning in and then going back. And just sharing that energy with each other. Okay? Now as you notice, we aren't using our thumbs at all. I'll push off the pads of my hand on the front of her knuckles, then I'll go to the point that I'm holding on with just my fingertips. I can also go and push if she's a really good dancer. If she's not good, her wrists are going to pop up a lot. She wants to keep those wrists down. That way I take the front of my knuckles and push on the pads of her hand. Okay? That's why, ladies, you want to keep that down a lot. So also the ladies, I think of their hands like they're in elevators and their hands go zzz, but we don't want to do that. Keep the hands in the basement. Cool? So you keep them down there, and when you first learn it, it's going to look like what you see Kiani's doing. It's like this very rigid, hard, and it feels like it's way too low, but eventually you lean forward and you get the down energy by leaning forward, not so much by sitting straight up and pushing down. So the more you lean forward, the more it's going to feel comfortable to lean your hands down. Then we want to think of ourselves like a house. We're leaning in each on the top of each other. So I'm leaning forward, you're leaning forward, then we have those hands down low, and it gives that nice sultry feeling to the dance. We also pull our backs backward and our chest up as we lean in, and then we're going to push forward with our hands, push, push, push. There you go. Then we're going to pull back. Okay, so we push and we pull. Push and pull. You can see a lot more Latin motion happening in our body just by understanding this push and pull. And that's really what people want to know how to do. They don't care what their feet look like. They don't care anything else. They just want this look. So now let's try it just with one hand. And now let's take the other hand and we're going to run with it. Okay? So as we come forward, let's see, we have this hand, which is going to run forward. So you're going to run up, 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 up. And we're going to run down here. Then you go back and run forward there. So run, run. Bring it up higher. Run, 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 run. And always keep the head forward. When we're moving, we aren't going to move the head at all. We're just going to move the body around it. And breathe. Okay, and relax. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other hand. Now, for the guys, you aren't going to be as comfortable with this hand because we're always turning the girl with her left arm while the right arm is doing more arm styling. So for the ladies, they aren't going to be very good led with this arm either. So let's keep it down, keep it in the basement, lean forward, and push in on me, and pull away. Push and pull. Now when you pull, let's loosen your fingers up just a little bit, just a hair, and come back, loosen and push, loosen and push. Nice. Looks really good. So a few other things that are going to help you out. As you see with my body, I keep my arm at a 90-degree angle, and it's also always at the center of my spine. So it's not coming forward and going behind me, because that's going to make it look like I'm trying too hard. I'm going to keep it right there in the center, and then if I want to move her, I don't move my arm around, I move my body around. Cool? So she's going to do the same thing. She's going to keep her arms right there on the back of her spine. Let's do two hands again. And we're going to both lean into each other, and the arms stay with the body. So then we go away from each other. It's literally millimeters that we move. It's not this huge teeter-totter slide thing happening. So we lean into each other and then away. Try to keep your arms even more glued to your sides. The only thing that's moving on my body are my fingertips. So when you watch me do this, I push the fingers, I pull the fingers. That's the only thing moving. My arms aren't coming in and out, it's just the fingertips. Okay, so let's try that again. Push forward into me. Now fingertips, because your arms came forward there. You want to let the fingertips out. That allows the arms to stand at the same spot. Come back in, then fingertips, in, and fingertips. Feel better? And don't move as much. Barely, barely, barely move. There you go. Lean that head in. Nice. And don't grip as hard on that part. There you go. Now push and let go. Now push, 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 and let go. Okay?